What drugs do you think are most commonly abused?
I would say marijuana, cocaine, meth, all those bad drugs. Marijuana is probably the gateway drug to all those other ones, I would say.
You think around here that's the most abused drugs, those kind of drugs?
Yeah, I think marijuana and meth.
And meth. Alright.
Meth is probably good shit up here.
I was going to ask you, does marijuana lead to the use of other drugs? You already said that.
Yeah.
Do you think mixing medication and starting new addictions will affect treatment?
To like
Addiction.
treatment for addiction? Yeah, that could. It would make you not want to stop. I mean, you'd get more addicted by doing that. And
How effective do you think drug addiction treatment is?
it can be non-effective for some people and effective for some people. It can be different for each individual.
Thank you.
That side, those look bigger than this side.
Are you ready? What drugs do you think are most commonly abused?
I believe that marijuana is most commonly abused.
Like locally?
Both.
What about on like a national scale?
Well, I'd say more in the cities.
Like what kind of drugs?
I'm not sure yet.
Okay. Do you think that marijuana use leads to the like a gate, like
It's a gateway drug, yes.
yeah, like to using bigger drugs?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that happens around here?
Yeah, definitely. I see needles all around the place, so.
All right. Do you think having a mental disorder coexisting with a drug addiction can alter treatment?
Like depression?
It could be anything: depression, anxiety,
Yeah.
maybe even as far as schizophrenia mixed with drug addiction.
Yeah.
How so?
If someone wants to escape reality, they can just get high.
Alright. Do you think there's a difference between physical dependence and addiction?
Yeah. I believe that addiction, you get abused a lot more than you actually need something.
Do you think that people tell themselves that they don't need it when they do need it?
Yeah.
More often than not?
Yeah.
Alright.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Most nationally.
Marijuana, cocaine, heroin.
And what do you think locally?
Marijuana, cocaine, heroin.
Do you think that going to rehab helps?
If you choose to, yeah. Can't have someone force you to go there, because if you don't want help, then you're not going to get help.
Alright. Do you think that marijuana should be made legal?
Yep. A lot less people in prison. I think it's just, I don't know. Yeah. It should be legalized. Less problems.
If it was made legal, do you think it should be a recreational drug or just used medicinally?
Recreation.
Like what drugs are used most nationally?
I would say probably marijuana and cocaine.
I'd say marijuana and cocaine, maybe heroin too.
What do you think in the community?
I would definitely say marijuana and probably heroin, just from stories,
Yeah, me too. I agree with them.
Heroin, yeah. Do you think going to rehab helps?
I think it would help if you weren't forced to go, but if you are forced to go, I don't think it would help much.
I think it depends on the mindset of the person going, whether they want to be recovered and reformed or not.
Do you think that marijuana should be made legal?
Yes and no.
I don't think I'm educated enough on the matter.
Alright, if so, do you think it should be made legally recreationally or medicinally?
I would probably say medicinally.
I think, yeah, if it came to it where it was legalized, I'd say medicinally.
Alright. Who's most nationally?
Marijuana.
Just marijuana? Like what drugs?
Marijuana, cocaine, probably meth.
That's a good one. What about in the community?
Marijuana.
Marijuana.
And cocaine, because my neighbor got arrested for dealing cocaine.
Nice neighborhood.
Do you think going to rehab helps?
If you're motivated to
help yourself, then yes. But if you're not really motivated, no.
Do you think that marijuana should be made legal?
I think there's some pros and cons to it.
If so, do you think it should be used recreationally or medicinally?
If it was used recreationally, we should definitely tax it, and we can make a lot of money off of it.
It's good stuff.